down. So I just didn't know if there were any tips or, anything that could kind of help me with figuring that out.
So have you read the book, The Slight Edge?
Yes.
Okay, so that one was huge for me, and just recognizing that the little things over time, that making that time, even if it's 15 minutes a day, making sure that I'm putting aside time every day to work on my business, whether I want to or not, it sets the habit of working on it every day and working on it consistently. And so if I find that I'm setting a time and it's getting consistently interrupted, then it isn't the time that I should be setting, right? That I need to set it at a different time that isn't going to be consistently interrupted. And for a lot of moms, that's after kids go to bed or before they get up or while they're at school, or you just got to think about those times when can I actually do this? Can you get a load of laundry going and then start on your business? Things like that. And like I said, if you set aside some time, the habit starts forming, and then you're able to carve out more time. But if you're always putting it down at a time when you know it's going to get interrupted, or there's a higher priority that needs to be, like when you're trying to get kids ready for bed, obviously that's not a great window, right? I'm not saying that you would do that. I'm just saying that that's an example of a time, at dinner time, when kids are, right when they're coming home from school, when you know that you're going to be interrupted, you have to be realistic about what your schedule is, and carve out the time that makes sense for you to actually be able to win at that and have it for you.
No, that makes perfect sense. And I've been reading Atomic Habits, and that I think is going to be the key to it, where I can at least carve out 15 minutes, maybe even a half an hour. And maybe you're right. Maybe I just need to wait until they go to bed, because that seems to be like my peace time where I can actually get stuff done. So thank you. No, that's very helpful.
Ooh, Christy's frozen.
I see that too. I didn't know if it was just me.
So no, I think she logged off. She is actually in California.
Yeah, she said.
Yeah, which is so fun. We could talk about her while she's gone.
Oh, you're so
Oh,
hilarious.
wait, it's record. We're recording. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. She is amazing, actually. She helped me through an issue today that I was really thankful for, because I was like wanting to like jump in and fix something, and she's like, just let it go. I'm like, okay, I will.
Yeah, she just gave me some great advice, about scheduling time and what have you. So things that I probably should have thought about but didn't. It's nice to hear somebody else's perspective and, get that advice and like, oh yeah, I could do it that way. So I know exactly how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
So congrats, Julie, on getting one of the top enrolls on Brianna's group.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That was I'm enrolling is my thing. Nothing else. If all you had to do in this business was enroll people and do nothing else, I'd be awesome. But
You guys can get together.
there's a whole lot of skills that I don't do well. So
I think we would make a good team. I could use some help with enrolling, but I got everything else down.
whoa. Yeah, I need to know how to work on retention and how to turn my enrollments into people who want to lead teams. So, yeah. With all the enrollments I have, I should have people who actually are saying yes.
Well,
So
they say builders are grown.
that
So
is true. So at what point do you stop watering?
I don't think you ever stop watering with education about, the products and everything, but then sprinkle in like some biz bombs, if you will. That's what Lisa Zimmer calls it.
Okay. I don't know. Chime in, guys. When do you stop watering? Oh, you are muted.
Yeah, I muted myself back just to let somebody else talk.
Okay. Hello? Are you guys there?
Yeah, we're here.
Are you? Okay. I don't know what happened. My phone all of a sudden just like shut off and I had to restart it and get back on. So sorry about that. Okay. I don't know where I cut out, Angie, or if that was good enough.
Yeah, it was perfect. And then we started trying to help Julie. So yeah, we were kind of continuing on without you for a little bit, but so
Awesome.
we're ready for you.
Good. Okay. Well, then let me just jump in. So for everybody who wasn't on earlier when I was giving my big spiel, we're in California. I'm sitting in my car. I know the lighting is horrible. I lost track of time and Andrew was like, isn't our call at 7? So it's at 6 o'clock our time, right? And it was like 20 to 6. So we are doing this on the go, sitting in a Whole Foods parking lot. So here we go. Okay, so I was sitting here thinking, I know that we had talked last week and Julie had suggested we go over the share guide, and we were going to do that, but I don't have my computer in front of me. And so I'm sitting here thinking about what else we could talk about tonight that would be really beneficial. And it was actually kind of funny. There was a guy that pulled up next to me in the parking lot and he was trying to get his kid out of his car. And he's like, less talking, more action. And I just busted up laughing. And I was like, I think that's a great message. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. I know that it is a habit and something that is easy to procrastinate action and to not do the things that we're supposed to be doing. But we all know that it is the income producing activities that are actually going to help us succeed in our business. And whether you have an hour a week or you have 10 hours a week or you have 20 hours a week, filling that time with purposeful action is what is going to make it so that next year you're not still talking about the same thing and wishing for the same goals and trying to achieve that same thing that you've been working on up until this point, right? It is going to be you taking action, specific action that is going to make the difference in you being able to be successful in this business. So when I very first got started in this business and I started looking around at other people and started seeing what they were doing, it really was their action that they were taking in their business that inspired me to take action in my business. And I know that there are a lot of people who are in this business and they get to a point where they're just kind of in management mode and they're not really dedicated to doing those income producing activities anymore like they used to be. And then they wonder why their business is kind of plateauing or being kind of stagnant. And one of the biggest reasons that happens is because nobody sees you doing anything anymore. And so everybody else feels like they need to take a break too. And that it is your action that determines the action of your team. And a lot of times in this business, everything starts at the top. And if you consider a traditional business where there's a CEO and vice presidents and it goes on down, if you think about the CEO who is very lax about the business and maybe a little bit grumpy or has an attitude or any of those kinds of things, it trickles down. It trickles down from the top and people start becoming lax and they start becoming resentful and grouchy and hating their job through the vice presidents, through the managers, through the people that are doing all the work. So that is the same kind of structure that happens in our own business. And if we are at the top of our business, not doing our business, then people are going to look at that and think that they must not need to do that either, because whatever you're doing is what's going to duplicate. And so if you're not being active in your business, if you're not actively teaching, and whether that's teaching a class, teaching one-to-ones, whatever, like when I say teaching, I'm just talking about educating other people about oils, right? Or about the business opportunity. If you're not actively doing those things, then the chances of other people underneath you actively doing those things decreases. Now, that isn't to say that you can't get just like one-off amazing people that are self-motivated and are going to go and do their thing, right? Because that definitely always happens. But I know that for me, when we started doing this business and there were members of my upline that wasn't doing anything, it was kind of frustrating that I felt like they wanted me to do all the work, but they weren't in the trenches with me doing the work. And that they had all of these unrealistic expectations and demands that they were placing upon me, but they weren't doing anything to try and grow their own business at that point. And I know that people can feel that downline if we are at the top, just like, hey, I want you to grow your business because it grows my business, rather than saying, let's do this together. So I think that that's really important, that if you're feeling stagnant in your business and you're feeling like your people aren't doing anything, one of the best things you can do is make sure that you're doing things and you're setting that example first of what it looks like to be successfully and actively growing a business by taking actions and making sure that you're doing the things that you know you're supposed to be doing. So let's see, I wrote down notes because I wanted to make sure I covered everything, because I have a lot of distractions going on around me right now. Oh, so I was going to say that the challenge that I wanted to give to you guys this week is that I want you all to create a teaching opportunity. Whether, like I said, whether that's through a class or a one-to-one or whatever that looks like for you, I don't care. Facebook class, webinar, an in-person class. Yes, parking lots are super distracting. Julie, that's funny. I know that if you're not teaching classes, if you're not actively teaching people right now in your business, if that's something especially that you're afraid of doing, it's something that you have to get over. Otherwise, you're in the wrong business. Because if you're afraid of teaching people and talking to people about doTERRA and about essential oils or about the business opportunity, you're in the wrong business. Like, you are going to have to make a choice. Either get over your fear or you're going to have to quit, because that is the only way to be successful in this business, is being willing to teach people. And I had a gal who enrolled with me a long, long time ago, like 8 years ago when we very first got started. And she had the strongest testimony about essential oils and about doTERRA in general. She loved the products. She wanted to do the business. She was terrified of teaching. And I mentored her every week for a year straight. And nothing ever changed, because she was not willing to get over her fear of teaching classes. And a lot of people will also think when they come into this business, well, I just need to get my builders first, and then we'll start teaching classes together, and then we'll grow our business together. But a lot of times your people come to you, your builders will come to you from your classes. That there will be people that you don't know up front, and that you aren't able to write down on the list and say, this person, and this person, I want to be my builders. It's through you teaching classes about essential oils and about changing people's health that gives you an opportunity to find people that want to do the same thing that you're doing. It's really difficult to help people understand what it is that it takes to grow this business if you're not actually taking those steps yourself to do those key actions in teaching and enrolling just customers into your business. I know that we need structure and that we need builders and we need people that are doing this business with us in order for us to go the distance. Like, I get all of those things, but at the end of the day, your pipeline is filled with customers. And if you aren't enrolling customers into your business, you're missing out on 90% of what is going to grow your business. So for me, when I got started, I had my one person, my sister-in-law, who was willing to do this with me. But everybody else came as I was doing the actions of just teaching. So I started teaching webinars, and my people, my builders, started showing up. And I think that a lot of people have that backwards. They think that they need to get the builders and then start enrolling the customers, but your customers are going to generally come first. Can you have a couple of builders that are just going to show up in the beginning? Absolutely. Like, I don't want to say that that can't happen, but as a general rule of thumb, you have to get out there and start teaching your classes in order for you to find the people that you need on your team to fill in those holes and of those key players that are going to help you to grow your business. So again, like I said, my challenge that I want to give to all of you guys this week is to create a teaching opportunity. And like I said, I don't care if that's a webinar, an in-person class, a one-to-one, a Facebook class, whatever. doTERRA is running an incredible promotion this month with the On Guard for you to be able to give that added benefit to somebody else. And I am positive that everybody that is on this call can enroll at least one person in the next month if they really tried to do something. And so that's my challenge to you. Like, figure out how you're going to make that happen this month. I would like to see you guys start taking that action. Imperfect action is better than no action. You have to, so I'm a perfectionist, Andrew's a perfectionist, and sometimes we get really bogged down in that it has to look perfect and it has to be perfect, but it doesn't. It doesn't have to be perfect. I remember when I first started teaching webinars, I had no idea what I was doing, and it was a crazy mess, and somehow people kept enrolling with me. And I think that it is that lack of perfection that actually draws people in, because it seems more authentic and genuine than if it was like old hat, something that we had rehearsed 8,000 times. And we're able to give without any like heart to it, you know? So don't get caught up in it being perfect, get caught up in it being done. And like I said, for those of you who are afraid of doing the teaching opportunities, that are afraid of being able to teach and be in front of people, the only way you will ever get over that is to just go out there and do it and make it happen. Andrew's biggest fear in life is public speaking. And he has been working on it and working on it and working on it for years to get over that fear. And he can teach a class now, and he can do a business presentation, and he's awesome at it. And whatever your fear is in teaching, you've just got to get over it. You have to overcome that, like I said, otherwise you're in the wrong business. Because there's not another way to grow this business other than you opening your mouth and sharing with people. So, okay, that is my encouragement for this week. It's super short and sweet, I know. My family is sitting, you can't see them because it's dark behind me, but I have kids sitting in here. Can you believe how amazing they are? They're so quiet. They're all like almost holding their breath. Andrew's sitting next to me. For me to have been able to pull off that call without a bunch of interruption, I have to say my family's pretty amazing. So round of applause to them. Take them off for ice cream now. Andrew just went and got a ton of treats in Whole Foods, so I think we're probably okay. Okay, so before I go though, I do want to open it up. If you guys have any questions or comments or thoughts, share. Oh, wait. I forgot. doTERRA made an announcement this week that premiers who qualified for Premier last year and have enrolled at least one person since in this year, in the calendar year of 2020, qualify to go to Leadership Retreat this year, which is mind-blowing. They've never allowed premiers at Leadership Retreat before, ever. So if that's something that you're wanting to go to, there's, like we said, there's a lot of months left in February. And there is an opportunity that and get yourself to Leadership Retreat in Phoenix next month. So if that is something that you especially would like to work towards and you feel like it's really within reach for you, please reach out to me and we can strategize on how to make that happen with classes and you getting the enrollments and the things that you need. So, okay, now I'm going to open it up. Questions, comments, thoughts on whatever, anything. It doesn't have to be about what we talked about today.
I have a question before we jump into real meat and potatoes.
Let's do it.
Where is the Leadership Retreat?
In Phoenix.
Okay, cool. That was my only question.
Are you going to come?
Hell or heck yes. Sorry, guys.
I like it. Okay, we need to have a conversation about that. No, seriously. All of you, Nelson. Okay, anybody else? Okay, if there's not anything else, then I'm going to jump off and let you guys get on with your night and let my family speak again.
You guys enjoy.
So, all right, we'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
Bye.